Good morning. This is Cheryl, Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I forgot to send out a warning sign, a warning call. I am attempting to do this, a new, it's not new. I think it's been around for a while, but I have not done it before. Oh gosh, I keep getting texts here. The twisted ribbon technique. Which, I don't know, I couldn't get my brain around it this morning. I was planning on doing it last night, and then I had people here, so I could not sit down and concentrate, so I was playing with it this morning. Now I'm having trouble with my computer. I don't know what's going on. It's one of those days. Almost feels like a full moon, but it's not. So I think I have it down for you. I was going to show you a complete card, but we're just going to play around with it, doing a couple of them. I'm using some different DSP, and then on Friday I'll show you some cards because that's what I got for you today. So it is truly winging it. I just started this morning, and I don't know why it was such a challenge, but it has been a bit of a challenge for me. So if you're joining me, welcome. I'm so happy. Prayers go out to all of our friends in Florida. I'm just really concerned. I hope everybody's well and in a safe place. We have lots of friends in Florida, so please take care. Please be safe, and our prayers are with you. So let's turn this camera around here. So close your eyes if you don't like to take a ride, because that's what we're doing here. Hopefully I don't take the whole thing off of the... Hi, Cindy. This is going to be one of those where I don't have a clue what I'm doing. But it was really fun to try. So this technique has been around for a while, and I know, so here's some of the things I've done this morning. Try. And this is the first one. It has glue all over the place and it's a mess. Now from doing some looking up on it, it seems that it was created by a quilter, which, I should know. So it's supposed to be like a ribbon, that goes back and forth. I would say you want a high contrast between the two, and a smaller print, than a large print, because you're on this particular sample. The white part here is 5 by 2. My little strips are 1/2 inch by 3 inches because they're going to go off. So let's move this, and I'll... this one here was my last one, and that's these here. And I was going to do it again, but you know what? I'm going to try to do the back side of it and see what it looks like in black and white. So there's that one. Here's our little pieces here. I had 6 of them put together. Some of them I needed 6 and some I didn't, depending on how you put it on. But I have my paper 5 by 2. And what you're going to do is take a pencil and put it in the corner here. And you're going to mark a little tiny little line here at every 1/2 inch. So using my grid paper, I can easily go both ways without having to flip around, So I'm just doing on both sides, I'm doing a 1/2 inch tick mark here. There we go. Okay, so now we have our little grid on there. So the first one that you start with is the one that's going to be in the background. So whichever one you want in the background. And I thought, I'm not sure how this will work out because of it being the plaid. But I think I'm going to put this on top, and I'm going to put the darker solid on the background. So what you do is you're starting out in the top corner here, and then you're going to this first tick mark on the other side. So the edge of the paper goes to that corner, and then the bottom goes to this tick mark. And then you're going to follow through. I found it easier I had to do this in my head. So here's the next tick mark. And then you're going to go to the top and to the top of this tick mark. So you're just following and leaving that 1/2 inch in between there. So this tick mark to this one. Let's see, I moved it a little. There we go. So it's just sort of going between those marks, actually, like that. I found it easier to lay it out before I started gluing, just because I'm visual, right? I'm a visual learner. So on this one, you're going to go to this tick mark to the corner, just like we started on top there. So that tick mark to the corner. And then we're just going to glue them on like that. So I liked doing it like this. A lot of them were using the silicone mat. I don't like to put the glue on the back. I mean, I don't like to get glue on my fingers. So I just kind of smeared a little where it was going to go. Okay, so I'm going into this corner and to here. I'm going to, yeah, I got it kind of messed up here, but this corner to here. There we go. So I'm overhang, there's an overhang here right over the top of it. So yeah, I got glue on my fingers. That first one is messy. Okay, so just remembering that you're actually going between these two tick lines. So if you just draw your glue between those two tick lines, that's where you're going. Ta-da, ta-da. And I like the green glue so I can move it a little if I have to, just like that. Okay. So again, I'm going between the two tick lines to the top of this one and then here. And you're just keeping that slant all the way down. I'll move those over a little bit. Here we go. I did it like, I don't know, I did it a lot. I kept messing up. Then I tried with 3/4 inch strips, and I tried with, you know, different widths of the paper, and oh boy. But this is what I came up with in the end. That worked for me. There we go. Okay, so then this one goes all the way to that corner. All right, so when you look at it from behind, ta-da, you can see how you've gone off the railings. Okay, now some people then went ahead and put their other one on here right away. I found that a little more distracting. I'm not sure if that's going to have enough of a, not sure that that's going to have enough difference here. So this one is going to go from this bottom up to this top. So again, you're just going bottom to the top, and then you're going to have the little plaid in there, or the little white pieces in here. So from the bottom, so this bottom goes to this bottom, and then you can drive it around to this top. Does that make sense? The lingo is really a little confusing. And I think that I'm going to pull up a different color, because I don't think that this, I don't think you have enough visual variety. I don't like that. I'm not going to glue that down on there. I have to figure out something different here. That's why we're winging it, right? Okay, let's see. I don't care for this on that side, but how about the yellow? The yellow might go with this. Let me just pull this paper out here. So I'm using all different paper. This is the Rustic Harvest paper. And so here are my little, oopsie daisy, come back here. So maybe it would be nice with the yellow. So let's do that. This one I put the yellow behind. I'm going to save this green. I don't like that. So I'm just going to cut a whole bunch of them. So these are, this strip is 3 inches. And then I just cut 6 1/2-inch pieces. So let's do that. I don't like how that looks. This is truly winging it, because I don't know what I'm doing. So then with the layering on this one, I will bring in, you know, both the colors. So that should be kind of interesting. Let's see what I do. I don't know. I don't know why I couldn't get my head around if it was, I had 10 different things going on this morning, and I started my PT on Monday, and so twice a day I have to go and do my exercises. So that's been a little time consuming. So, okay, so this is gonna go from the bottom here, the bottom of this second one. So I'm just gonna set it down to the top here, like that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and glue this in, put some glue in. Whoopsie daisy, come back here. Everything's fine. Okay, so from the bottom to the top, and I'm just gonna hold that down for a minute. Okay, so again, from the bottom here to the bottom of this one. So here, and then you can pivot it. I guess it goes to the top, whatever. They're the same size, so it's just going from the center here to the center here, because it's supposed to look like twisted ribbon, so it should match. They're the same size, just like that. Okay, I'm just gonna go from the center to the center, and like that to that. All right, from the bottom to the top. Bottom here to the top of this one. Little glue in the wrong place. That's okay. Bottom here to the top. Let's see how this one goes. I think it ended up that on the top one, I only used 5 pieces. And then the bottom one, I used 6 because it covers that edge. So, okay. Looks like a mess. It is. I had some ink on, or some glue on it. But use old scissors, or just clean up your scissors with alcohol. That's what we do at the end here, because you may get glue on your scissors. And that's why they put it on the silicone mat, because they got even more glue on. I hate getting glue on my hands. I have an issue with getting glue on my hands, so I'm pulling this thing all around. So let me know if you guys have tried this, and I'll keep going if there's an easier way to do it. I'd like to try to figure that out. I think I just had to get my head around what's crossing where, and then that it goes right over the top here, because some of them didn't go over that whole bottom edge, but I like when it's covered. Well, that's cool. That's okay. There we go. Okay. So there we go. Instead, I kind of like that. The plaid was not going to work. That was just, it was too much white. Too much white in here, and I just don't think that would look as nice. Perhaps if you had a red background, you know, if you did it like maybe a Christmas one with a red and black, or I don't know. But okay, so that's one. But I wanted to try another one with a colored background. So this beautiful paper is from, I can tell you in 2 minutes here, have it all, is from the Abigail Rose paper. It's so elegant and so, it's really subtle, beautiful paper. So I chose this print and then this one. We're gonna see how it looks. And then I have Early Espresso here for the back. So probably the toughest thing is going to see my little marks here. So again, I'm just gonna mark. This is 2 by 5, and I'm just gonna mark it every 1/2 inch. And it's the beauty of using your grid paper, right? It's easy. There we go. marking it a little bit darker so I can see it, and you can always, if it shows, go ahead and I use the white, you know, my white pearl eraser for everything. Okay, so here we go. So now the decision is, do you want the lighter one on the background or the darker one? I generally go, I don't know, and then this one will go over it. I think we'll put the darker one on the background. So again, I'm going to go from this top corner to this first notch. So it's a little pie shape here. Pie sounds good. Okay. So from this top corner to the first notch. I'm just gonna hold that down. Okay, and then you're gonna just kind of follow the notches. It's gonna go like right in between here. Because they're 1/2 inch, this is 1/2 inch, right? So there we go. Ta-da. There. Holy cow. I'm really wiggling here. Sorry. I'm so sorry. All right. I'm actually looking forward to Friday to see what I do with these. I had it all figured out because I was going to use the Christmas colors, and then I was going to do a birthday card with the cute little mittens with the celebrate the tags. So I may still do that with the ones I have over there. But then when I got into the fall and some of the other colors, I thought, let's try some different. Let's try something different here. Instead of always on the white background. Let's see what we think about it. And then again, I'm going to come down to this little pie shape here. So it'll go from the last little niche titch to the corner. Ta-da. And that's what it looks like in the back. All right, so get the ink or the glue off my fingers. Okay. So now this one is going to go from this bottom piece up to the top. And they're just like that. We'll see if this is enough contrast also, but I thought it would be. But we'll see when it's done how it looks. That's part of experimenting. That's part of winging it, folks. We never know what we're going to be doing. I never know if it's going to turn out or not. I just cross my fingers and say, okay, I hope so. I hope it'll work. Might have needed a little bit more variation, but we're going to see. When it's all done and set, it might be just fine. Go. There. Let's do this one, has a little more. Okay. Starting out there, going to there. So you get all these little pie shapes left over here. There. Okay. All right. Just might be a little more subtle. So here's our back side. Let's see here. Start out here. You get lots of little clips of, I suppose you could cut these a little bit smaller, but I think it's easier to work with if you have a little bit more room. And also, I mean, if you were doing something that had if you were doing something that had a floral print or something, it would give you a little leeway as to if you want a certain flower to show or something like that. If you were kind of placing them a little more fussy, I was just putting them down. I mean, on some of the red and green, I was just like, they're not even all going the same direction, the print. So that's the other thing to kind of be careful of if you are using something with a directional print. You know, you might want to watch that. So there we go. Pretty subtle. I like that. It's kind of pretty. There we go. There we go. Okay, now I was going to do one more because I wanted to use this fun. I love this print, and I thought this is small enough, I think. And I like the print behind it, the pink. So I thought, ooh, that's so pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. So I'm just making a 3-inch cut here. And then I'm going to do 12 cuts because I'm going to flip them around. So I'll do 6 on this side. And I think I'm going to put it just on white cardstock again. I love our cutter just for this reason, because I can cut from this side. I can have it all lined up along the edge there, so it's sturdy. I know that I have it straight. 4, 5, 6. There we go. All right, there's 6 of the black ones, and then I'm just going to flip it around just because visually I can keep those separate. Even though they're the same, we're just flipping it around. I love this print. This is the one I just used on with our little Scotty dog. I made a birthday card. I think I might still have that around here. I don't know. 4, 5. And I think I'm going to have the pink in the background so you can see the little characters on the other one. So now let's see here. Do I have is this 5? 5. Yeah, by 2 is what I need. All right. 5 by 2. 1/2-inch titch marks here. Keep us all straight. There we go. These aren't probably perfect, but I love our grid paper. There we go. Okay. All right, we're going to start out with the pink because that's the one I want to be underneath. So again, we're going to start out with the little pie shape here. A little bit of ink, glue, not ink. So I'm going from the corner to the first titch mark. There we go. And then I'm going to go just opposite, right between. I'm just going to go between these marks. And you can kind of keep yourself. I'll put more glue over that one later. You know, you're watching visually, right, to make sure that you have that distance there. You have a 1/2-inch between them all. There we go. So you get that same diagonal pattern. There we go. This paper is that everything, what is it called? Occasion for everything. This is the where did I put it? It is a Hostess paper. $18, you get 48 sheets, and all of it, everything, occasions for everything, or everything occasions. It's the back of the holiday book. It is such great paper. And then we're going to end up with the pie at the end here. There we go. All right. The pie at the end. There. Okay. First one. Now, again, I have to lay it out because I'm like crazy. So from the bottom here, and it's just gonna, they're gonna just line up here. So I'm gonna go here, straight through to here. Sort of going to the middle of the paper. There. So the middle to the middle, because they're just going to lay over each other here. There to there. I like this better than getting everything on my fingers. There we go. Okay. Today is my first big outing. I feel guilty going out when there's so many people that are having a difficult day. Doesn't feel right. So, keeping everybody in our prayers. My Okay, let's do this. Turn the camera. Okay. Ooh. All right. Back to winging it because I really didn't know what I was doing, but I think they turned out okay, and I think it'll be fun. Hello, Linda. See you later. I think it'll be fun to put the cards together with them. So I'll do some different designs and play with it, and I will show you those on Friday. So Friday we have a simple journey, so people are coming here just to play. So I will be playing right alongside with them. Thank you so much. Stay safe in Florida. We're thinking about your prayers. We will see you on Friday. Thank you. Bye-bye.